Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are you doing out there today? Oh yeah, that's just what I wanted to hear. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. It's yet another episode. It's the splendiferous season 3 of The Last Talk Show, and yet again, we are doing what most people dare not to do, which is analyze the culture in its raw form. Now, before we go any further, I do want to state that others have come before us. Others will come after us, but this is The Last Talk Show. Clap it up. Yeah, thank you, my live studio audience. You're wonderful. Now, to the right of me, I have two very wonderful, magnificent young men who have come from near and far to do what is the best thing to do. Let's just introduce them. They've both been on the show before. You've requested them, you love them, so let's get right down to it. Clap it up for Mike Graham and Kenny Green. Clap it up, yeah, live studio. You see it? Yep, you're waving high. So they've already been on the show before. They know how it works. So before we go any further, I want them to introduce themselves very briefly. Let's start with my man, Kenny. Kenny, tell the audience, what's up, man? What's up?
Hi, my name is Kenny Green, and I'm a college student and student lighting designer, I guess. So
clap it up for him.
Yeah.
Hello, lighting designer, student. What more do you need? My man, Mike Graham. Tell the viewer, you're back. Season 3, they wanted you back. Break it down to them. What's going down?
Well, back by popular demand. My name is Michael Graham, and I am an avid video game player, avid nap taker, and I don't appreciate pickles.
Yeah.
I guess. I have to respect him. He's a great young man, but the pickle thing, we might get into that a little later. But these two young men know how the show works. I want to dive into analyzing the culture. Let's go to the first category of the show, which is cultural analysis. They both participated in cultural analysis before and have been able to dive deep into our culture to gain a better understanding of how our world functions and operates. So we look at a series of tweets, posts, comments, random things. Let's go down to the first tweet. My school lunch sucks, at Michelle Obama. Audience, how are we feeling about this one? Okay, Kenny and Mike analyzing. Now, this was a tweet from 2015, but I want to begin by opening up the table for discussion and asking both of you, did your school lunch suck? Let's start with Mike Graham. Mike Graham, did your school lunch suck?
I suppose it depends on which era. So I would say elementary school, not the greatest, but I've always had a long-standing theory that Monday through Thursday, they intentionally gave us bad food, so we would appreciate Friday Pizza Day even more.
Clap that up. Yes, that actually makes a lot of sense, because some will give you the garbage throughout, so you have something to look forward to at the end of the week. And clap that up, audience. I think that's what Michelle had intended, kind of a weak clap. Kenny, did your school lunch suck?
I don't remember elementary school that much. I remember middle school at Elliott, they had the round table pizzas.
Yeah, clap it up for round table.
They had that. That was pretty nice. Yeah. And then at Mirror, they would always have the hot wings. You feel me?
They did have hot wings. Hot wings, Mike. They were pretty good too.
Yeah,
pretty good to have round table and then hot wings. Pretty nice combo.
Yeah.
Pretty nice combo. Now, they added Michelle Obama. What did y'all think about her initiative to get healthier food in schools? Let's start with Mike.
Well, at this point, I was 2015. I was out of school.
Oh, you were out. Yes.
So with that said, I didn't really give a I just want to let the kids eat the garbage.
Let the kids eat the garbage.
Yeah.
But
I don't really care.
if you were at that time,
right,
how would you feel if she was implementing that initiative?
All right, if I'm walking in and I'm hungry, I got the teenage hormones going.
Yes.
And they hand me a salad and an apple. I'm flipping the table.
You're flipping the table.
Flipping the table.
Flip that thing.
I'm not doing that.
No, we don't get down like that.
It's not good. I understand wanting to be healthy, but have you seen me?
I ain't going that far.
A man's got to eat.
I didn't go that far. Kenny.
Just saying.
Now, me and you, I think we were around this time. We were just exiting high school. But what was your thoughts on the initiative?
By this time, I was gone. Yeah, I graduated that June in 2015.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you didn't have to. So if you were like Mike, I asked Mike, if you were a student at that time and you were given a salad and an apple.
What? I would have threw that back at whoever gave it to me. But it would have pretty much, I would have been okay with it. I was at Mirror. It would have probably still been the same. I wasn't going for that long for them to change something.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah, it would have probably still been the same. I would have still liked it. The
Makes
wings.
a lot of sense. Clap it up for these guys. Great analysis of the
School
tweet.
lunch. I'll never forget the move. The power move was to get a bagel with nacho cheese. And the nacho cheese came in like a little tin. I know. You give me that face, but it is delicious. And then you take the plastic wrap from the nacho cheese from the bagel when you're all done, and you put it over the nacho cheese tin, and then you got a little drum, because then you can just.
Live studio.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the next tweet. He's a drummer. He's a drummer. He's definitely a drummer. Let's go to the next tweet. I would say my favorite thing about myself is that I don't have herpes.
Congratulations.
That she knows of.
Clap it up. Yeah, I think that's an accomplishment, low key, that you don't have herpes.
Right.
Now, I want to open it up. We'll start with Kenny. Kenny, let's start off like this. What is the favorite thing about yourself? What is your favorite thing about yourself?
I don't know. Like, I don't think about
Is
that.
it one of those things? Are you
That I don't have herpes?
Is that
I
the-
guess. I mean, what the what do you want me to say? Like, I don't know.
You know,
Like,
let's go to Mike.
okay,
Mike, what is your favorite thing about yourself?
Well, I suppose it probably has to be favorite accomplishment is my level 60 Night Elf Hunter on the server Kiernex with full tier 2 Dragon Stalker armor.
Yeah! Yeah! Full level X. Oh,
right.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now, are you happy that you don't have? Well, first, let's open it up like this. Do you have herpes? If you don't want to answer that question, we don't judge you. If you have herpes, continue to subscribe, like, and comment.
Negative, according to my last
Clap it
test.
up. Yes, clap it up.
According to my last
That's
test.
great news. We definitely don't want herpes. Now, would you gentlemen say is that warranted for her to? Okay, I got to put it like this. If that's her favorite thing about herself, I'm kind of scared for what the other things she has done. If that's the only credible favorite thing is that you don't have herpes, what do you think some of the other things might be?
I think she's sidestepping it because realistically, to get herpes, you have to have another partner, and she's probably a little bit too fugly to get someone.
Oh!
She's just saying, well, hey, I don't have herpes. Well, the truth of the matter is,
Yeah,
a man
yeah.
probably won't touch her with the 10-foot pole or their pole.
All right, Lauren Marie, we love you.
Sorry.
If you're watching this, Kenny, what do you think?
I don't know what the this means. Like, seriously, like, well, you don't have herpes. Like, are you supposed to have it?
Right, I don't
know.
get. I would say my favorite.
Why would you tweet some like this?
That's analysis of culture. Why would you tweet something like this? Let's go to the next
confused.
tweet. And Mike Graham might feel a certain way about this. If you eat candy corn, please seek help. OMG.
On God.
Wow, both.
I don't know.
No.
Why is that a thing?
Okay. So, how do you feel about candy corn? Now, Kenny's saying straight up no. How do you feel about candy
Weak.
corn?
It's weak candy. It tastes like wax.
Audience,
It
hello.
tastes like wax.
How do you feel about this?
Oh, whoa.
Okay. Let's forget about the live studio audience for a minute. Wait, so
They're warming up. They're
you're
warming
saying
up.
it's weak?
It's
You're saying
weak.
Candy corn's weak.
Awful candy.
And Kenny.
It sucks.
Oh my lord! Candy corn is one of the highest selling candies every Halloween
Because
season.
of the color.
Yeah, and it's because it's cheap.
Yeah.
But what's your issue with candy corn?
Well, as previously mentioned, it tastes like wax.
There's candy that.
Outside of black licorice, candy corn is the worst candy ever invented. Ever invented. I wouldn't even call it candy.
It looks like
I wouldn't
plastic.
even call it candy.
These men are disrespecting candy corn. So for that reason, before I do something I regret, we'll go to the next category of the show. Logic to the lyric. Logic to the lyric. This is a great category where we look at certain song lyrics and we dig deeper. And I don't believe either of you have had the pleasure of analyzing these song lyrics. So we're going to dive right in. We're just going to see if we can gain a better understanding of what these artists were talking about, since the majority of them are probably high out of
I
their
can only
mind.
imagine. This is-
You know, lyric number one, are you ready for a perfect storm, because once you're mine, there's no going back. Dark Horse, Katy Perry. Anybody? Any Katy Perry fans in the live studio? Okay, we have a few Katy Perry fans. I want to start with Kenny. Kenny, what are your thoughts? Can we add logic to this lyric? Does it make any sense?
Has abandonment issues written all over it. That's all I'm getting from this.
Okay.
I've never listened to Katy Perry before. Obviously I know the song. It was on the
You know the
radio
song.
and all that.
Yeah, it was popular.
But it's not nothing that I would listen to. But now that I see the lyrics, on screen,
Right.
abandonment issues for sure.
Okay, clap it up. Clap it up for abandonment issues. Mike Graham, let's analyze. What are your thoughts?
Well, it looks like, just by looking, I've never heard this song, so I can't I can't really go with the flow of the song, but it sounds like she probably has a stutter. Like, are you ready for perfect storm, perfect storm? What's wrong in your mind? So I think she might have an issue. I think that just goes to show that you can have nonsensical lyrics, but if you're a very robust female, you can have a fantastic career.
Clap that thing up. Clap that, Mike. Now that's adding logic to the lyric, because most of these artists know you can make garbage, and if you have the package is you can make it, and I think that's big facts. Let's go to the next category, lyric rather. This is from birthday song 2 Chainz. She got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty. Audience, how are we feeling about this? I see Kenny can barely put his head up after even glancing at the lyric. So let's start with Mike. Mike, logic.
Well, I think in this case, this individual, 2 Chainz, as they call
2
him,
Chainz.
he probably doesn't have much respect for those that he interacts with on the daily. Because if you're just going to call them by their physical attributes, someone would come up to me and say, "Hey, fat ball," it's not okay. That's not an okay thing to do.
No one.
You should spend the time to get to know the individual, because she probably has more to her than big booty.
Clap it up. Clap it up. Yes. Yes. You heard that, Cardi B and Meg the Stallion. Let's go to Kenny. Kenny.
See,
Logic.
I knew this section was going to be like this. I swear I did. But this is pretty much self-explanatory. But you shouldn't be calling women by their physical attributes.
Gosh!
That's not good.
That's a great point. No, it is not. No, it is not. But I believe we can raise the question. And hey, even though we are 3 brothers here, we love you. Yes. When they describe WAP, is that okay for them to call it about themselves? It's kind of like it's okay to do it to yourself, but when someone else does it, it's a no-no.
I don't know, because that's like bestowing upon yourself your own nickname. It's almost like you can't do that. Like, I have a friend that I grew up with named the OGB. He didn't wake up and say his nickname is the OGB.
Right.
He had to earn that nickname.
Had to earn it.
By being the overgrown baby. Yeah.
And there are some overgrown babies out there. There's some overgrown babies out there. That's just facts. That's factual. It's not up for debate. I think you guys did an excellent job analyzing that. The final category of the show is your position. This is where it's very straightforward. You just state your position on some would feel controversial subjects, or some would feel maybe topical, basic. However you approach these positions, I want your position. Let's go to the first topic. Wow, and we kind of brought this thing up. These are not planned. I didn't know who was going to have these episodes. Black licorice. Black licorice, Mike already kind of expounded on it, but I want him to elucidate further. Black licorice, Mike.
Well, a couple things. The taste, no. It's not a great candy, if you'd even consider it candy. And quite frankly, I feel the name is a little bit offensive, being the year it's in. I think it might have to be licorice.
Did you hear what that boy said? Did you hear what that? Now he's woker than me.
Yeah.
That boy is woker than me. Now, Kenny, black licorice.
I have never had black licorice.
Never. Now, should we clap that thing up?
Stay that way.
Is that a
Stay
good?
that way.
That's a good thing,
Stay
right?
that way.
That's a good
If
thing.
he's never had it,
I've never had it. Is it really that bad?
Yes.
Okay. Then I won't.
really that bad.
When you have black licorice, when you're done eating it, you have to legitimately wash your mouth out to get the taste out of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I won't have it then.
Right, and I guess that's a good thing. But your thoughts on red licorice then? So red
worst.
licorice is okay, but black not so much.
Am I going to go out of my way to get any type of licorice? No.
No.
But if it's provided to me,
You'll take the red.
yeah, the cherry licorice.
Okay, cherry. Yeah. Kenny,
Oh yeah.
Twizzlers. What are the other red vines?
Red
Those are
vines.
okay,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
not black.
Right.
I think how Mike said. I love you, Al Sharpton. Let's go to the next. Your position. Your position on Steve Harvey's mustache. Let's start with Kenny. Kenny, we see the photo here. First of all, I want to ask, what is it?
It's a very thick mustache that like covers his entire over the lip area.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, before I yap, Mike Graham, your position on Steve Harvey's mustache.
Poisonous caterpillar.
Poisonous caterpillar.
Straight up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's go to the next question. Is it really a mustache? Is that his actual facial hair, like Juan Pointer's? Right. Oh my! They're gonna boot me. Okay. So, do y'all believe that's his real facial hair? Because some, like when he had the hair up top, people believed it was fake. It was too perfect. It was too. The brother's probably been bald since 20. Yeah. So they've said he had a wig on, and now they're saying the mustache is fake. Do y'all believe the mustache is fake?
No. No, I think it's real.
It's not.
Oh.
Yeah, I can spot a fake stash miles away.
And he's always had it. Like, that's just pretty much like his trademark.
It's true. He has had it for a while, but couldn't he have had it glued on for a while?
Well, that's commitment.
That is
Yeah.
commitment and consistency.
Yeah,
Right.
and I wouldn't do that for that long.
You wouldn't do that for that long.
Nah.
Clap it up. I love these guys. They did an excellent job. I believe that was the last category of the show. So would you please clap it up for Kenny and Mike Graham one more time? Oh my gosh. They were hot. They were spicy. They were not mild. They did an excellent job analyzing the culture, talking about disrespecting candy corn, somewhat proper in the position on black licorice. Before we end out the show, I would like one of them to offer a joke to one of us. Do either of you fine folk have a joke that you would like to share?
How much time do we have?
We got a few moments just for you.
Yeah. There was a lady named Mary and her husband Joseph, and they had a miracle baby. And upon having this miracle baby, they were in their small little hut for dinner, and they're sitting there. They get a knock on the door, and they open it up. And there's a man who says, "I'm a wise man. I bring you a gift of frankincense." So they invite him in to continue dinner. As they're talking about the events of the day, they get another knock on the door, and they open it up, and this man says, "Well, I'm also a wise man, and I bring you a gift of myrrh." So while they invite him in, they sit down and continue the meal. Instead of a knock, this time it is a loud pounding, knock, 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 knock. So they open the door, and there's a very tall man. He says, "I'm the wisest of all of them, and I bring you the gift of gold." So they invite him in, and as he walks in, he hits his head, and he goes, "Oh, Jesus Christ." And they say, "Hey, that's a pretty good name. We were just going to call the kid Shlomo."
Shlomo, that is how we'll end out the show. Thank you so much, folks, for tuning in. Continue to like, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff. If you're going to name your child Shlomo, please don't. Thank you very much, folks. We'll see you on the next episode. Thank you. Clap it up.